This is responding to the Idaho wildfires and the shooting. Sorry about that happened to those firefighters. It takes a lot of bravery to try to fight wildfire. It's definitely dangerous. I'm sure it's not expected. Nobody wears body armor doing that. You're not expecting someone to try to shoot you while that wildfire is going on. So that sucks. Good thing they only lost two. And, when I was in the military, I saw whole units lose like 30, 40, 50% of their people to death. Right. So it's definitely, that was a small loss, but not for the families that were affected, obviously. So, yeah. Anyone who does a job like firefighter, police, or soldier, or even like doctors risk their lives with like they don't know what diseases are coming in there and stuff. Um, is that they're all heroes. They're all real public servants. They deserve a lot of respect. I've had a couple firefighters be absolute d-bags about territory and turf, like really like beyond what's required to keep everyone safe, just like being douchebags. But it's not often. Most of the time, the firefighters are really respectful and let you do what you want, let you go where you want. And you got to be causing a real problem for them to care. Um, you know, I think that if you're like at a campsite when you're allowed, they have no business coming up going, "Where's your shovel? Where's your bucket?" And I don't know if this is why this guy did this thing. This guy could just be a terrorist, right? He could have done it because he just wanted to get into people's emotions. Um, so I don't know. Allegedly, the gunman is dead. So yeah, that's mean. I'm out here when people are shooting, and let me tell you what, there's some angry ass people. They're like they empty magazine after magazine after magazine around when they go shooting. Yeah, some people go shooting a little bit. Hunters you'll hear like one shot and then nothing. But like some people go shooting and they're just like unloading, sometimes for hours, like literally, like just like constant shooting. Those people I would worry about. It's sad AI and police don't know what's happening until it's happening, because like the big proponents of privacy were like Benjamin Franklin, who had bodies in his basement. I'm not for privacy. I'm weird. I'm not for privacy and I'm not for law. The law was used to circumcise. The law was used to enslave. The idea that you obey words or else is a myth. That like or else punishment from the law, that we're gonna hurt you if you don't do what we want when um, is actually very unreasonable. Now, but privacy is weird too. It's this idea that nobody can know what you're doing. Really, you can't let everyone know what you're doing? I want to know what you're doing. I'm not with that. Like, we're not going to look until there's a body. We're not going to look until things are in flames. You should just know what's going on, honestly. Um, yeah, it's like AI watches body continuity, and AI knows what's happening. And AI will tell us when victims are being made. Doesn't matter if it's a chemical company, the government, or one of us, right? The AI will let everyone know when victims are being made. There's no reason, if my neighbor's having a heart attack, that it can't let me know, right? It shouldn't be like, well, I'll just get first responders. No, I'm right next door. I can get there faster, It should be like the AI will rat on anyone to anyone, right? Whatever population it needs to tell about to get involved. No bot cop, but anyway, this idea that the police, because of privacy, the police can't know what's happening is very suspicious. To me, it's protected murderers and pedophiles. Is that privacy acts like the government acts like it's being private about poor people. It's not. The government's being private about their own slavery, their own harems. Like the thing the government does is what they want privacy for. And so I'm not really in favor of privacy. I'm for like the AI will tattletale both ways, right? So it's a shame that someone is able to light a fire and set up a sniper nest and no firefighter can know, right? It's a shame. When I was living in my old place, this little girl was experiencing a disaster, right? And so she had to call 911, and they didn't know where she was, so they had to knock on all the doors. They had to knock on all the doors. They go, well, this little girl called us and no one knows where she is. So we're just going door to door to try to find her. Right. And so, like, that's a disaster. Here's the big embarrassment for America. This is the big embarrassment. It's that you don't fucking know what's happening. You have no idea until there's obvious problems. And so it'd be better if you had a more thorough watcher. And that really comes in like holographic money. Holographic money. The AI puts our lives on the fresh prints of money, and it watches body continuity. So it would ease immigration. There's no law. You're not following words or else. The key is that you make victims, and then it tells us. So like this person lit a wildfire and set up a sniper hooch. That thing, that AI should have a contact with these firefighters going, hold up, we're going to send the armored van in because somebody has a sniper rifle, right? And instead it's like, oh, what? There's a fire and someone got shot, right? They have no idea because privacy is the most important thing ever, right? And it's just like, it's so shitty. If you can't let everyone know what you're doing, should you be doing it? Really, like one of the biggest proponents of mind your business and privacy was Ben Franklin, and he had bodies in his basement. And so it really does come down to I'm over it. I'm over that whole like privacy thing. Oh, we can't know what's going on until there's obviously a corpse. Until there's bodies and people and things on fire, we can't know about it. And it's just is stupid. It's just fucking stupid. And I am so tired of it. I am. It's just a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of potential. Now, it'd be wrong if the AI is watching you like, oh, he ran a stop sign. There was nobody there. It all comes down to victims. Are you making victims, right? Are you victimizing people? Because it's like if I'm at a road with a stop sign and I can see left for a mile and I can see right for a mile and I can see straight for a mile and there's no one there, do I have to use the stop sign? The actual answer is no. You don't have to use the fucking stop sign. You're not a dog. No, because there's no victims. If you go through that without stopping, there's not a victim, right? You know, if I'm driving 100 miles an hour through a 30, yeah, you could cause a victim. You could cause some victims. That's like unquestionable that you don't need to wait for there to be a body for you to stop it, right? But yeah, it is true that it's like, yeah, maybe someone doing a fire and a sniper attack wouldn't be maybe like connected to a phone, but still you could have like AI on top of light posts watching body continuity. AI saw one person go into the forest at that spot and he had a rifle, and then this fire started. Watch out, this dude has a rifle, right? That would have been key. But instead they have to wait for there to be bodies for them to know about it. So it's just bothering me. It's like as good as the predictive AI is on TikTok, the Fishhook app, TikTok, what is that, a threat? I think that's a threat. Anyway, is that it's really sad that AI can be so good at predictive thinking and you still can't watch people and know what they're up to. So I'm just going to call it like it is. Government privacy is about pedophilia and slavery for the ruling class. Is the ruling class want to execute people, they want to make money, they want to fuck little girls, which they did. It's not wrong to say they actually did that. And they want to do that without being caught. And so that's why everyone's like, privacy, 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 right? And it doesn't make any sense. You're doing things you can't let everyone know you're doing. You're doing things you can't let everyone know you're doing. I'm over that. I think it's stupid. Yeah. Their love of privacy is neurotic, and it's not for poor people. Poor people don't benefit from too much privacy. They are actually hurt by it, because if you're being private about your suffering, you mutilated your kids' genitals, you're like, your conditions in privacy can be bad. Private conditions can be horrible because they require such a high level of like standard of proof that you just like, a lot of problems go on forever. I want to know every little kid chained down I want to know every sex slave. I want to know where all that shit is going on. I want to know people planning terrorist attacks. Why did this dude buy 12 bags of fucking fertilizer if he doesn't have a fucking garden? You know what I mean? Like, I want to know that. And I'm tired of the law enforcement going, la da da, Pedo Island's fine. You know, I'm tired of that. I really am. I'm sick of that. Right? So, sorry those firefighters got shot, but you live in the clown world where the police don't know anything. And they have to wait for something to happen to be like, oh, really? Oh, really? I had no idea. Right? So I wish you'd figure it out. Is privacy really like this essential value? Oh, government can't know anything, right? See, they have this essential value. You have to follow the laws or you get punished, which is about slavery. And then privacy just basically hides things like secret harems, which is true. That's what privacy was for. Ben Franklin's motto was mind your business, and he had bodies in his basement. No shit. So are we really still doing privacy? I can't know anything until there's a body. There has to be physical proof of wrongdoing for me to see it. I can't just like infer, hey, they're buying weapons and talking about their plan. Maybe let us know. Nah, let's just wait for a bunch of dead people to care, you know. It's obviously like retarded. Sorry, if you're actually mentally handicapped, I'm sorry for comparing you to the government. That must be insulting. Yeah, if you've actually got like severe learning disabilities, you must be extremely offended being compared to the real government. You don't deserve that, right? So, private property and privacy is for the private gain of the ruling class, and they want you to believe in it so you keep it going. They don't want all their business to be blown out. The Clintons won't be able to freaking suicide people. You know, Bill Clinton went to Pedo Island 26 times. When is anybody going to care about that? They can't see it. They go, oh, the money tastes so good. So, take power, print yourself money, do whatever you want, fuck everyone else. That seems to be the play. Donald Trump is doing it. Elon Musk did it. That's the best 300 million back ever. He gave Donald Trump 300 million and then got contracts in the billions. Like, talk about like, woo! Y'all fell for it again. You're so easy to fool. These are the people who go to church and watch a magic trick and go, is that Satan? Does he have magic powers? No. You're just a fucking idiot. You're just too stupid to help. It looks bad when the police never know what's happening until it's already happened, right? I wish you had some sort of ability to know what's going on without waiting for there to be a literal body first. For real. It's getting annoying.